understand little more deep about thermal expansion. Okay. Thermal expansion is where material expand while being heated, causing them to take up more space. Okay. So while thermal expansion, when you are giving the heat to a body, whether it can be solid or liquid or a gas, then what happens? Material expansion takes place when it is getting heated. Okay, so that causes them to take up the more space. For example, in solids, the atoms or molecules are very closely packed, and when you heat it, the vibration of atoms or molecules takes place very rigorously and very in a random way, very fast vibrations, then that leads to take up the more space. Okay. So for example, when you are trying to take out the cap, take out the cap of this bottle, but you found that it is very tight. It is very tight. Then what you will do? Will just you will just heat it. Then what happens? The distance between the molecules, if you see, it is more. They get separated, and that results in expansion. That results in expansion. Actually speaking, when you go in deep, so these are all atoms. These are all atoms. They act like a springs. They act like a spring. Okay. So they gets vibrated. The spring expands, and they get contracted. The spring contracts like that. Okay. So this is what actual scenario what takes place when you are giving the heat. So this is the microscopic reason why solid upon heating it becomes a liquid. Why? Because actually two atoms will act like a spring, and then on increasing the temperature there are vibration, and they get separated a lot. Okay, so this is what happens. So let us see one simulation also. Let us see one simulation to understand thermal expansion. So can you see my screen?
Sir. Sir.
So my temperature is, I'm keeping the temperature very very low. I'm keeping the temperature very low, and I'm starting my simulation. I've started my simulation. Temperature is 1. It can be 1 Kelvin. Okay. And you see, there are 4 atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when the temperature is 1, the velocities you see, it is about 1 and 1. Here 1.2, 0.3, 0.4 like that. Okay. And let me increase the temperature slowly. Slowly let me increase. Then what is happening? So here there is a increase in velocity, atom velocity. See, 3 meter per second, atom 2, atom 3, atom 4, their velocity has been increased. When I increase the temperature from 1 to 120. Okay. And average velocity you see it is increased to 2.9. Previously when temperature is 1 Kelvin, the average velocity is 1.2 you see. And when I increase it to 100, let us say 100 I am increasing, 101. Okay. So what is happening? The average velocity is increasing to 2.6. So as you increase the temperature of the body, the atoms and molecules velocity is increasing. So that means the atoms are moving with a more velocity. So your heat energy is converted to kinetic energy of the molecules or atoms. Whatever you are giving the heat energy, that is converting to kinetic energy of the molecules. Okay, so that is why the velocity is increasing gradually, and still I increase temperature up to 200. I have increased. Okay, up to 200. See, then you can see each atom's velocity is increasing. And if you see the average velocity, it is about 3.6. So this is what happens. This is what happens. Okay. When 200 is the temperature, then atom 1 velocity 2.4, atom 2 0.2, atom 3 0.5, atom 4 9.8. Okay. So average velocity, if you see, it is about 3.2. And if still I will increase further 300 up to 300 Kelvin. And what is happening? You see, you can see in the simulation, atoms are vibrating, they are moving away, they are moving away further and farther, and the average velocity is also increased. Average velocity is also increased to 4.7, 4.7, 4.1. Okay, it seems my voice is breaking. So let us come to thermal expansion of solids. So maybe one or two classes we will be dealing with thermal expansion of solids. Then if time permits, we will discuss thermal expansion of liquids and gases. Okay. So now first let us concentrate on thermal expansion of solids. So here we again discuss three types. There is something called linear expansion, there is something called areal expansion, there is something called cubical or volumetric expansion. Okay, so we will be learning in solids thermal expansion, linear expansion. For example, any body is expanding in one dimension, lengthwise, only lengthwise. Then such kind of expansion we call it as linear expansion. Okay. Actually, in practically speaking, any object, it will expand by length, width, and also thickness also. But we talk about linear expansion of solids when we compare the areal expansion, when we compare the other length, when we take for any one object length, breadth, height. If length expansion is more, very more huge compared to width and height expansion, then we consider it as a linear expansion only. We consider it as a linear expansion only. Okay. So, so only one dimension, if there is a change upon heating, then that is called as linear expansion. So for example, you can see an object here. You can see one object here, which is a length L naught. Which is a length L naught before heating. Before heating. And after heating, the length is increased. You can see here. Okay. So before heating, it is only up to this point. and after heating the length is increased up to this. Okay, this is called linear expansion, lengthwise expansion, one-dimensional expansion on heating is called linear. Okay, and this there is something called delta L. Delta L. Delta meaning is change. Delta meaning is change. So mathematically we represent delta, and physically the meaning is change. Change or difference we can say, and L meaning is length. Length. So finally delta L means change in length or difference in length or final length minus initial length. Delta L means change in length or difference in length or final length minus initial length. Why we are talking about final length and initial length? Why? Because upon heating the length is increased. The length is increased. The length increases. So the body attains the final length. And maybe initially before heating, if we consider it as initial length, so final length minus initial length will give you change in length. Okay. And on what factor it depends on? On what factor it depends on? Okay. It depends on expansion. Expansion is depends on directly proportional to the temperature change. The linear expansion depends on directly proportional to the temperature change. Okay, change in temperature we can say. So if you increase the temperature more, then there is an increase in temperature. Sorry, there is increase in length more. For example, you take 1 meter steel rod. Let us say you are taking a 1 meter steel rod and you are increasing, let us say, from 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. You are taking 1 meter of steel and you are increasing from 30 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. Then let us say the new length is some 1.1 meter. Okay, the new length is some 1.1 meter. It is not exactly 1.1 meter, it is little less than only, but let us take, for the comparison point of view, let us take it is increased to 1.1 meter length. And you take another case, this is case 1. Okay, in another case, case 2, you are increasing the temperature from 30 to 50, let us say 50. Then increase in the length of the same 1 meter steel rod may be from 1 meter to some 1.15 meter. Okay, 1.15 meter. Okay, so why? Because if you increase the temperature more, then increase in length also more. That means expansion is more. When you compare with, see here, delta T temperature difference is 10 degrees Celsius, and here delta T difference temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. So in the second case, the increase in length will be more as we compare with the first case, because change in temperature is less in the first case when we compare with the change in temperature in second case. Okay, if you increase more, then there is an increase in length more. So that is what it means. Increase the temperature more, you keep on supplying the heat to the body, then it increases linearly more and more. So that is what expansion directly proportional to the temperature change. Directly proportional to the temperature change. Did you understand this? Any doubts here? One more point, let us try to understand L naught. This change in length will also depend on this change in length will also depend on L naught. L naught is nothing but initial length of the object. Initial length of the object. Okay. You take same 1 meter stainless steel rod and you take 1.5 meter stainless steel rod. Okay. Or 1 meter. Okay. Then 2 meters let us take. You increase both. You increase both the steel rods from 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. From 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. Then you will observe that 1 meter will be increased to 1.1 meter and 2 meter will increase to 2.2 meter. Okay. So here change in length is 0.1 only. Change in length is 0.1 meter only. Here change in length is 0.2 meter. Okay. Why? Because we always do change in length is nothing but final length minus initial length. 1.1 meter minus 1 meter. Change in length is 0.1 meter. In second case, 2.2 meter minus 2 meter, which is 0.2 meter. So that means change in length is more. If you take initial length more, then change in length is also more. This is what second quantity. First quantity we learn, that is delta. If delta t is more, change in length is more. And if initial length is more, then change in length is also more. Then let us learn this third quantity. Before that, any doubts? Before that, any doubts?
Sir.
Now let us learn how this change in length depends on the third quantity and what it is called as. So this is called thermal expansion, linear expansion coefficient. Okay, alpha. This is called linear expansion coefficient and it is, the symbol is alpha. You have to read it as alpha. Alpha is the coefficient of linear expansion. Coefficient of linear expansion. Okay. So that means if coefficient of linear expansion is more for a given material, then delta L is also more. Okay. Let us try to understand this. You take aluminium, you take wood. Okay. You take steel, or you can take steel also. You can take steel and you can take wood. Okay. And if you see in the steel, the expansion will be more when we compare with the wood. You are increasing the temperature of the steel as well as wood from 30 to 40 only, and you are taking the length of the steel and length of the wood as 1 meter only. Okay. But if you see the change in length after some time from 30 to 40 degrees Celsius, if you increase, then steel will increase it to some 1.1 meter and the wood may increase it to 1.05 meter. Okay. Why? Because thermal expansion, linear expansion coefficient alpha value for steel is more compared with wood. Okay, the values which I am taking, they are not exactly correct. The values are very small actually when you increase the temperature. Okay, but anyways, even still, the increase in length in the case of wood is very small compared with the steel. Compared with the steel. Why? Why? Because the coefficient of linear expansion is more for steel compared with the wood. Both are solids only, but both will expand differently. Both will expand differently. We have already learned in your school textbook, different solids will expand differently. Why? We have not learned the reason. We have just learned the activity like wood, steel rod, iron rod we have taken, and we have understood that activity. But why? The reason is thermal expansion, linear expansion coefficient value for steel is more compared with the wood. Compared with the wood. So that is why steel or iron or aluminium or the conductors gets heated very fast, and also linear expansion will be more. Okay, so till now we have understood one expression, that is delta L is equal to alpha L naught delta T. This we have understood. So in this, any doubt?